My name is Richard Brummell here at Charterhouse Auctioneers in Sherborne, Dorset, and it's time for our walk and talk, well it's always actually my walk and talk, around our huge auction coming up on Friday the 21st of September. This is one of our massive collector's sales. So we've got die-cast toys. If you're a bit of a Bond fan, we've got boxes of Bond cars here. We've got good cars, we've got villain cars. This is the Rolls Royce with Odd Job. I always actually thought Odd Job looked like Uncle Norman, rather strangely enough, although he didn't have the bowler hat. Up through here, we've got ceramics, we've got parts of trains, a train track semaphore here. And always in the collector's sales, we have a huge amount of militaria, and it's going to be a bit of a hat fitting day here. Now this must have a really big head there, and that's a marine cap. Part of our house we've cleared. We've got more caps and bits and pieces. Maybe a bit of a jaunty angle on that one. Trunks and bits and pieces. This is interesting. A little sort of a early, probably sort of First World War, little first aid box, quite a rare survivor. The sort of things that really over the years have been thrown away, they've decayed in barns and in attics. But also, not only from sort of the English side, we've also got a lot of other foreign bits and pieces. We've got a very good leather Dahl DHL, nothing to do with the curry shield here, Indian, and something like this. We actually found this in a garage. Now certainly in my garage at home, I've got sort of half tins of paint and bits and pieces and oil and bits and pieces, but I thought that was a particularly good shield. Something like that, 1, 2, 3, maybe even £400, so a good thing there. Always have a lot of edged weapons here. This is a very good early 19th century sword, and what Abigail won't be able to see today is the inscription on it here. Yeah, you're gonna have a go at it? Okay. It says, you're gonna try. It says, "For my country and king." Very, very patriotic, you know, they don't like it up on Pike and all that. So a sword like that, again, £200–300. We've got more swords. We've got a huge collection of Royal Crown Derby, all in completely mint condition, which is what you'd expect. This is a large collection which has come up from a client in Bournemouth. I've got some more of it in the cabinets next door as well. The prices on this will range between sort of £100 and £600, that sort of area. So if Royal Crown Derby is your thing, we've got a huge collection of it. Through here, we've got more collectors. We've got another cap. It's obviously cap day. So here we go. This is a GWR cap, God's Wonderful Railway. There we go. All I need now is a little whistle, and I could be the Fat Controller. Well, actually, I probably could be, couldn't I? Thank you. Thanks for a bit of confidence on that one. Coming through here, railway lamps. We have books. We have stuffed birds coming around here. We have some interesting collection of Indian bits and pieces here. We have stereoscopic viewers. Now, back in the day before there was YouTube, if you wanted to see something mildly amusing, you'd have your Victorian stereoscopic viewer. There's two of them here. They're veneered in walnut, and you have a little stereoscopic card which you put in there. You look through there, and you see the most amazing things like the ruins of whatever. It's not quite what the butler saw. There's nothing naughty in that. But here, what a great fun. Don't you want to have, I mean, who doesn't actually want a Punch and Judy set? Now, normally I would have a bit of go, that's the way to do it. And I think we might actually have a bit of a play with this later on. We've got all the puppets here. I think this is an Austrian one here. And there's there we are. There's a quite, in fact, that reminds me of someone I know. We've even got a little German there with a little pickle hog here, and a wonderful thing. I mean, what a great thing to have on a wet Sunday afternoon. So a wonderful Punch and Judy set there. Value between that sort of £300 and £500. On through here, collectors, we've got Mr. Michelin Man, or Monsieur Bibendum. Here we go. Always a good fat old boy full of tyres. Through here, this is an interesting thing. This is part of this major collection of Indian lights. A little sort of Coco de Mer shell here with silver mounts. Lovely decoration on the spout there. The value of that probably around about £1,000. Really quite an unusual item. That on through here, we've got steam model trains, and these are interesting. Maybe not the best presented here, but what is interesting, we've got a pair of these. One of which is to Sarah Mullet, and the other one is to her sister Elizabeth Mullet. So. If you've ever fancied having a mullet sampler, there's two of them here. So as Victorian samplers go, they're not hugely valuable, but what is interesting is that you've got two from the same family there. The value of that probably sort of maybe a couple £100. Through in here, there's more die-cast toys and bits and pieces. Walking on through to the second cell room, we've got a lovely collection of clocks as well. we've got a train station clock here, which I know you can't see because it's a little bit tight, but this says LNER, and that's come from a deceased estate over near Bridport. Value on that sort of £400 to £600. In nice original condition. We've got an MOD issue one here with a Georgia 6 cipher on it here, fully restored, and this has an Elliott movement, and they did a lot of sort of RAF station clocks and sector clocks and bits and pieces. Value on that probably sort of £400 to £600. And then up here we've got a slightly earlier clock here with the name of Bishop and Trowbridge here, and these are all sort of single fusee movements, and they're all very good pop things. So whether you like your railway station, whether you like your MOD or your sort of more domestic items, then that'll certainly tick a few boxes for you. We've also got a large collection of walking sticks. Now I think there's around about sort of 40 or 50 walking sticks. This is one of my favourites. Here we go, and some of the sort of really sort of folk art. I don't know if you can see the face on that. There we go, and a fantastic collection. And these walking sticks, they're going to vary between sort of £50 and £500. We've got dogs, we've even got mushrooms, we've got people, faces, Essex crystal, silver, gold, you name it, we've pretty much got it. Up through here, we've got a usual selection of furniture. We've got an oak roll top desk, very nice French marble top console table, veneered and wall at the bottom. We've got a Victorian mahogany secretaire campaign chest. We have dolls' houses, and this is great fun as well. We've got a little Austin J40 pedal car, which is in beautiful condition. It's been completely restored. What we saw in our classic car sort of section, a bare metal restoration on that. And the person who did that, I think he was the second owner of it. He's decided now he's too big to get into it and play with it. These have increased in value greatly over the years. You get a lot of these. You can have a junior race at Goodwood festivals and places like that, where you put your little kid in there in your sort of racing colours, and they can sort of pedal off down the road and get involved in the races. Value on that probably around about £3,000. So it's a lot of money for a kid's pedal car, but that's probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. Going through into the cell room now, we've got all our furniture, wardrobes. We've also got a large number of long case clocks here. 18th and 19th century ones here, lacquered ones, painted dials and what have you. Again, value on those between sort of £50 and upwards of £1,000. But through into the cabinets, I don't always talk about ceramics a great deal, but these are absolutely fabulous. So if you know about ceramics, you hopefully will recognise these wonderful pair of vases with these rather grotesque looking birds, also known as Wally birds. Now this is made by the Martin brothers in Southall. The value on those probably between £2,000 and £4,000. Absolutely, and they're really lovely cheeky chappies there. But if clocks are your bag, then again, not only we've got the Fusee wall clocks, we've also got this lovely sort of Atmos clock here. A lot of the ones you see come in a brass case. This is actually an rhodium plated case, and it has, to me, very much a good, modern, cool, fresh look to it. And the value of the Jaeger-LeCoultre Atmos clock here, you're looking between sort of £500 and £800. But as it's also a collector's sale, we've got a large collection of medals. This is coming from a client in Bournemouth. This is one of my favourite medals ever. This is the Crimea War here. And this, whoops, it's slipping down there. Never worked with children, dogs and medals. And you've got here the 4 bars with the lovely little Oakleys. You've got Sebastopol, Inkerman, Balaclava and Alma. So those are the 4 bars that you can get. It's also mounted here with a Turkish Crimea medal. The value on that pair there, again, part of a very large collection of Crimea and other medals we've got. You're looking between sort of £500 and £800. We've also got a lot of coins. Now, I don't always talk about gold coins, but this is a sovereign here. As a general rule of thumb, a sovereign is worth probably a couple £100 at auction. This is a sovereign, but it's actually a 1989 sovereign, which was the 500th anniversary of the coins here. And as a result, it's a very rare coin. And although it's only 1989, it's worth probably sort of £500 to £700. So amazing to think that's the same value as the medals. So again, a lot of coins, a lot of medals. We've also got a lot of stamps. Now, there's a reason why we sell a lot of stamps, because we spend our time looking in and researching them. This stamp here is valued between £1,000 and £1,500. I know, it's not even been used, has it? So this is a particularly rare colour for the Maltese 10 shillings here. So we pulled this one out of an album, we've looked through the whole album. A very good album of stamps, but this was the one that really shone, and we thought that one's best to be sold on its own. So again, we looked through things carefully. And the last thing to talk about is the one thing we started to talk about right at the beginning, is the Corgi James Bond 007, the DB5. This one is got complete with its box here. Now, what a lot of people don't always realise, that in the bottom of the box here was a list of secret agent instructions and also a spare man for the ejector seat. So the first thing when we do, yeah, you just got to believe me, that's the things that people want to know about. Those things are often get missing, because obviously the ejector man, he got popped out and never found again. And the secret instruction secret instruction, agency instructions were probably read by little boys and girls and then probably destroyed. Maybe they ate them afterwards. So this is a nice complete one. The box itself, it's certainly a little bit tired, but it still has a toy, probably worth around about £100. So that's a bit of a walk and a talk through our auction coming up on Friday the 21st of September. We've got upwards of 900 lots of sort of coins, collectors, furniture, bits and pieces. I hope you enjoyed the quick little walk and talk, and maybe we'll see you at the sale.